focus over to the United States. It's official. Nikki Haley will run for the 2024 Republican nomination. Haley's candidacy announcement for U.S. President makes her the first major challenger to former U.S. President Donald Trump in a GOP primary election. Many believe that Haley is everything that the GOP needs at the moment, to being a woman, a young game changer who also happens to be a daughter of Indian immigrants. In fact, in her announcement video, Haley refers to the need for generational change and time for a new leadership. And that's, of course, a direct jibe not just at the current US President Joe Biden, but former too. And I'm talking about Donald Trump. Haley will likely face stiff competition in this lane from other potential GOP candidates, such as Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, former Vice President Mike Pence, and former Secretary of State of the United States, Mike Pompeo, who are all set to be weighing in on 2024 presidential runs.
I'm so glad to be with the people I love, in the state I love, to talk about saving the country I love. I have always had a deep belief in America. But I know America is better than all the division and distractions that we have today. And I'm confident that the American people agree. We're ready to move past the stale ideas and faded names of the past. And we are more than ready for a new generation to lead us into the future.
So what will Nikki Haley's entry to the White House race mean? Let's break it down for you. And for that, my guest today is Orlando Sanchez, who's a Republican strategist and is joining me live from the United States. Thank you, Orlando, for joining in. Now, Nikki Haley calls out the racism in America and the bullies, and also underscores the need for a new generation of leadership in her campaign ad. How impactful, in your view, is Nikki Haley's entry to the race, and what could be the factors working in her favor?
Well, she is appealing to a younger generation, and she has to be careful because remember that she will be in a primary for the nomination by the Republicans that vote in the primaries. And generally, that is an older voting population.
All right.
The young generation does not really participate heavily in the primaries. So it's a little questionable for Nikki.
That's an interesting point made by you, Orlando. Having said that, many liberals and a certain section of the American press have attacked Nikki Haley for her consistent U-turns, from being a vocal Trump critic to being a supporter, and now back to locking horns with Donald Trump. Could this perception make her seem less reliable as a potential candidate for the U.S. president?
Yes, remember, Nikki was elected as a governor of an important state in the United States. She has served the former President Trump very well,
right,
as an ambassador. And now she obviously has substantial support among large Republican contributors. So, yes, she will be a formidable candidate.
All right. Orlando, a YouGov survey has found out that Nikki Haley's presidential run would split the votes for Ron DeSantis and hand Donald Trump a victory. How do you assess on that possibility?
Well, that is a very good observation. Donald Trump still commands a large lead in many polls among Republican primary voters. They're not going to leave Donald Trump. They remember the 4 years of good economic times, good international relations. Although it started off rocky, he did have some international relations, and there was general peace during his administration. So there is a possibility that Governor Ron DeSantis and former Governor Nikki Haley will split the vote of those that are not supporting Donald Trump.
All right.